the songs, especially on the last album, they seem pretty spiritual. Do you think you are a spiritual person?
Not in the traditional sense, you know. I think I probably got my spiritualness from martial arts, which is, you know, being truthful with yourself, being truthful with others, having a connection with what's out there, you know, being a good person, you know, to others. And that it doesn't go to like a traditional Christian God with me or something like that. You know, when I say God was up on 10th Street, you know, it's just, I literally saw like a homeless guy, and who knows, that could be God. If there's a God, that could be him, because he looks pissed off. He has the right attitude of how we're behaving right now. Yeah. It could be him, you know, he's spitting at the ground and yelling, you know, that could be him, because I mean, that seems about right, you know. So I kind of, you know, I read a lot, and I like, I am a spiritual person, but it's probably not in a traditional go to church guy. You know, I love gospel music, and I think that's in touch with something greater, you know, are in touch with each other, pulls us more closer together. And I dig that kind of shit, you know.
You mentioned martial arts, and from other interviews, it seems that martial arts were crucial for you to be sober, to stay sober, and to develop yourself, right?
Yeah, develop myself as well. Yeah, stay sober, and you just nailed it, to develop myself. Find out who the fuck I was as a sober guy. Out, you know, who am I, you know, outside of Duff from Guns N Roses, you know, like, who are you? And it took me a while, man, to even, my sensei would say, look at yourself in the mirror every morning and smile. I'm like, what? Look at myself in the mirror and smile, you know? And about a year into it, and this was from being truthful with others, being truthful to myself, not letting myself slide, you know, making my bed, washing my clothes, keeping my house clean, like these types of things. One day, you know, I was able to, I had made all the phone calls back to people, you know, like those ones you ignore. I would call them right back or answer the phone. I was doing this. So one day I didn't have anything on my shoulder weighing me down, you know. It was a good day to wake up. It was a good day, like everything was clear. And my sensei says, today's a good day to die. And it's an old Native American thing. I mean, you've lived your life. You've told everybody around you that you love them. They know how you feel about them. You've taken care of everything around you. So if it is today, today's a good day. I've left nothing unturned. It's not a morbid thought. It's about a way to live. You know, it's more about a way to live. And I finally realized all this, and I looked at myself in the mirror that day, and I smiled. I could look myself in the eyes in the mirror. It was a big, huge day for me, you know, like, this is what he's talking about. And I try to maintain that in my life, and I got it through martial arts, and it pours in. It's a perfect pairing with my punk rock, you know, upbringing, being honest and truthful, and when I met Susan, that was all my part of my wife. It was a big part of that's how I was with her. And she recognized it. And then with my kids and my friends around me, and my family, and everybody could start to rely on me and big time, you know? So it goes into my songwriting. If you hear a spiritualness or a whatever, or a inclusiveness in my songs, it's intentional. It's because it's just the way I am.